Your cat just did something that most pet owners completely misread, and misreading it is silently damaging your bond in a way you may never recover from. They walked past every comfortable spot in your home, the couch, the blanket, the warm window, and they chose you. They sat right beside you. Then the second you reached out, they pulled away. You probably felt a little rejected, maybe even hurt. But here's what nobody ever tells you. That pull away is not rejection. It is the single most vulnerable thing your cat knows how to do. And what you do in that exact moment, in the next 3 seconds, either deepens their trust in you forever or quietly teaches them to stop trying. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will never misread your cat again. Picture your home from your cat's point of view. There are soft blankets, sunny patches on the floor, a warm couch, a perfectly positioned window ledge. Your cat ignored every single one of them and chose the space right next to you. That is not random. That is a decision. Cats communicate comfort and connection through physical closeness, not necessarily through contact. Researchers studying cat behavior have identified what they call social proximity as one of the clearest signals of feline trust. Being near you, absorbing your scent, your warmth, your steady breathing, that is the connection for them. It is not a stepping stone to being petted. For many cats, it is the whole point. So when your hand reaches over, you are not adding to the moment, you are changing it. You are shifting the terms of something they chose entirely on their own. And that shift, however gentle you think it is, tells their nervous system that the rules just changed. Here is what nobody talks about. The cats that sit closest to their owners are often the same ones who tolerate touch the least, because for them, nearness is the deepest form of trust they know how to offer. They are not being difficult, they are being vulnerable, and what you do next determines whether they ever do it again. Now here is something that surprises almost everyone. 2 hands can reach toward a cat in completely different ways, and one will get a flinch, while the other gets a slow blink of acceptance. The difference is not how much you love them, it is geometry. When you extend your hand from above, which is the most natural motion for a human, your cat's visual field registers something descending fast from overhead. Cats have a wide field of vision, but directly above their head is a significant blind spot. A shape dropping in from that zone is not processed as my loving owner fast enough. Their body reacts before their brain even catches up. The approach that actually works looks completely different. Bring your hand low, below chin level, and let it drift slowly toward them from the side, not from above. Even better, extend just one finger and stop short. Hold it still. Let them decide to investigate. When a cat moves their nose toward your hand, they are not just sniffing, they are consenting. They are saying, okay, you can be here. Studies on feline stress responses have shown that cats who initiate contact show measurably calmer physiological states than cats who receive uninvited touch. It is not about whether you touch them, it's about who made the first move. That one change, one finger, held still, offered low, can be the exact thing that transforms your cat from someone who always flinches into someone who finally leans in. Now let's talk about something most owners never consider. You probably think of your cat's coat as soft and smooth. From the outside it is. From the inside, it's something very different. Your cat's skin contains nerve endings packed far more densely than almost anything comparable in human skin. That calm, easy stroke you run along their back, to their body, it's registering at a volume you would never expect. Veterinary neuroscience has documented a category of receptors in cats, concentrated along the back, abdomen, and near the base of the tail, that process touch at extremely high sensitivity. These are not design flaws. They evolved to detect threats, track movement, and sense environmental shifts. They are precision instruments that were never built for long petting sessions. This is why your cat can seem completely relaxed, purring, eyes half closed, totally at ease, and then suddenly nip at your hand with what feels like zero warning. But there was warning. There is always warning. Their tail began sweeping in slow arcs. The skin along their spine started rippling. Their ears shifted just slightly backward. Their body was broadcasting the whole time. You just didn't know what to look for. Behaviorists call this a petting-induced response. It is not aggression. It's a sensory circuit that reached its limit. Your cat didn't turn on you. They communicated the only way their body knows how. Once you learn those pre-signals, you will never be caught off guard again. Here's the part that most people don't want to sit with, but it matters more than anything else in this video. Some cats don't just react to touch, they react to the memory of touch, and that memory may have absolutely nothing to do with you. If your cat flinches when you reach toward them, even after years of living together, even in a home where nothing bad has ever happened, there's a strong possibility the response was formed somewhere else entirely, long before they ever knew you existed. Cats learn through association. Their brains are exceptionally efficient at linking what something looked like, felt like, and sounded like to the outcome that followed. When a negative experience is physical, that link tends to be deep and long-lasting. And what frequently happens with cats who were handled roughly early in life is that the fear doesn't stay attached to a specific person. It migrates to the object. The hand itself becomes the trigger. So when your cat pulls away from you, they are not judging you. They're responding to a shape their nervous system cataloged as dangerous a long time ago. You are carrying a signal you didn't create. The mistake most people make is thinking that more affection, more contact, more gentle persistence will fix it. It doesn't. What it actually does is confirm to your cat that hands arrive without permission and don't stop when asked. What works is time, consistency, and restraint. Every calm interaction, every moment you stop when they signal, every time you let them lead, it slowly layers a new association over the old one. The original memory doesn't disappear, but the newer, safer one eventually carries more weight. Now go back to the very beginning. Your cat walked to you, sat down beside you. You didn't reach for them. Nothing happened. From your perspective, that might feel like a misconnection, like you should have done something more. From your cat's perspective, you just did the most important thing possible. You stayed, and you asked for nothing. Cats extend trust in increments, not in grand gestures, not after a single breakthrough, in tiny, almost invisible deposits. Each time they choose to be near you and nothing bad happens, something gets filed away. Each time you are present without being demanding, without pulling them closer than they chose to come, that gets filed too. And over time, those deposits compound. Animal behavior researchers describe this as incremental trust building through repeated low-stakes exposure. Every interaction where nothing bad happens is a data point, and enough data points over enough time change the entire pattern. Here's what no one tells you. The goal most owners are chasing, getting their cat to accept more touch, to stay longer, to come when called, almost always on its own once you stop chasing it. The cats who receive the most patience are the ones who eventually climb into laughs without being invited, who press their hands into open palms, who fall asleep in full contact completely unbothered. That doesn't come from persistence, it comes from proof. Proof that you can be close to them without needing anything from them, that you can love them in the language they actually understand, which is sometimes just being there, quietly, without reaching. Your cat wasn't pulling away from you. They were finding out if you were safe enough to stay. And now you know exactly how to show them that you are. If your cat has ever done this and this finally made sense, share this with someone who has a cat they just don't understand yet. And if you want to know more about how your cat actually thinks and communicates, the next video is already waiting for you.